and that is insurance, insurance, insurance. Oh my goodness. I wish people had told me that insurance is such a scam. Guys, I feel like insurance is such a scam. I bet too now. Hey guys, a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Papanda here. So guys, in today's video, I want to talk about the most important things that you need to know before buying your first car. So maybe you're wondering whether you should go for it or not. I think this video is definitely going to help you. And I will be sharing my experience. So everything that I will say is based on my personal experience because I recently bought a car. I bought a car like 5 months ago. Yeah, it's still recent, guys, because there's still a lot of things that I'm learning along the way, and there are certain things that I need to get used to. So without wasting any of your time, let's get right into this video. So guys, the first thing you need to know when buying your car is your why. Why do you want to buy your car? Is it because you're feeling pressured, or is it because everyone else is buying a car? I know that in our 20s, all of us want to be successful. Other people are buying their houses already. Other people are buying their first cars. Everybody has their own journey and everybody's going to run their own race. We need to understand that everyone is going to achieve certain things at a particular time in their life, and we're all different. So understand your why. With me, my why was because I was traveling from home to work, and it was really tiring. It was exhausting. It was a very long distance for me, and I had to catch 2 taxis, and I was tired, guys. I had to wake up at around, was it 4 o'clock or 4:30, and I was exhausted. Sometimes I would get late to work, and I didn't want to rent closer to work. That's funny enough, because I was still holding on to my mom, my family, and everybody around me at home. So I just wasn't ready to stay by myself. I know at varsity I would stay by myself, but that's different to like completely moving out and being like an adult and doing everything for yourself. So I wasn't ready for that kind of adjustment in my life. So I didn't want to move out. And I just felt drained. I was exhausted, and I knew that I need to do something. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to get myself a car, and that's just that. So the second thing you need to know is, what type of car do you want? So now you know your why, and you need to know what type of car you want. I am talking about the brand. I am talking about whether the car is going to be pre-owned or obviously second-hand, or do you want a new car? Those are the things you need to know. What type of brand do you want? With me, when it came to the brand of the car, I was not going to settle for anything. I knew exactly what type of car I wanted, and I knew that if I was not going to afford the type of car that I wanted, then I'm not going to buy it, and I'm not going to settle for less. That was me. And unfortunately, when I was shopping around for the car and when I was calling around different dealerships, they told me that the car that I want and the budget that I have for my car is just not on. It's not on. And they gave me different options that, no, maybe you need to try this can work for your budget and everything. And I was like, no, I'm not going to settle. This is the type of car that I want, and that's just that. And fortunately, I went to another dealership, and when I got there, I found that the car that I want is available, and it's within my budget, and it's a beautiful car. It's actually way better than I had expected. So I think it's very important to know the type of car that you want, because if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you might end up just taking anything and everything that people are going to offer you. So know whether you're going to buy a second-hand car, a new car, I'm going to buy it at this particular dealership, or you're going to buy it from a person. Things like that are really important, because if you know exactly what you're looking for, it's not going to be easy for people to manipulate your decision, and you're going to find that you've made a decision that you're not happy about just because people were just suggesting that, no, buy this and don't buy this. And another thing that's really important when it comes to knowing what type of car you need to buy, don't listen to people. At the end of the day, you are the one who's going to drive that car. Yes, you can take their suggestions into considerations and things like that, but go for what you want. At the end of the day, it's your car and it's what you want. So the third thing you need to know when buying your car is, you need a budget. You need to know how much much you're going to spend on that particular car, and you need to know how much you're willing to spend on that particular car. At first with me, I didn't find anything that was within my budget, but I kept looking, and that is very important, that don't give up and don't settle just because you're not finding something that's within your budget or within what you want. Do your research, find out. There's so many places that sells affordable cars at different, different brands. You can find the perfect car that you're looking for. So what is very interesting about a car is that you plan way before you buy the car. So you can be planning to buy a car for an entire 6 months, for an entire year. With me, it took me months to plan and look around and do my research. Remember, there are other dealerships that can be scams, so you need to find the best dealership, do your research, and that is really, really important, and focus on your budget. Don't go overboard. Don't buy something that you cannot afford, because at the end of the day you will have to pay for that car, or you're going to end up losing that car. That is something that you don't want, right? So let us go to the fourth thing that you need to know before buying your first car, and that is insurance. Oh my goodness, I wish people had told me that insurance is such a scam. Guys, I feel like insurance is such a scam. Insurance is such a scam, guys. But anyways, you need to know whether you want to insure your car or not, and I cannot tell you whether you should do that or not, but it is advisable for you to insure your car. And most importantly, look at the benefits. Look at what you are getting from your insurance. Most insurance companies, they don't tell you everything that you need to know, and when you go there and you claim, you find out that you can't do this, you can't get this, you need to do this first, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden you're just left there stranded and you don't know what to do. Insurance companies are out there to make money, so you also need to understand that, and you need to be very, very careful when it comes to choosing your insurer. Yeah, so you need to choose an insurer that you think is going to have your best interests at heart, and just focus on that. What I don't like about insurance is that you have to pay excess, or imagine having to pay like 9,000, 6,000, 8,000 before having your issue sorted out. That is really, really hectic. But it is what it is. That is how insurance companies operate. But it's very, very important to research before signing. Yeah, you need to look at different insurance companies, do your research, be well informed. Ask people who have cars already. Ask around. You don't be afraid to ask so many questions. It's really, really important to do that. Choose an insurance that's going to be there for you and that is going to serve you. And most importantly, ask yourself whether you really want to get insurance or not. And the last thing that you need to know is that your car is going to need maintenance. I am talking about a service plan. It's very, very important to have a service plan for your car. You don't want to be going around out there to people that you don't know, trying to get your car fixed, and then they end up making it worse. Have a service plan for your car, and know that maintaining a car is quite costly. You're going to have to buy petrol. You're going to have to make sure that everything is in order with your car. You need to wash your car every now and then, and just make sure that you look after your car. Your car is your baby, so maintenance for the car is also important. Service plan, your fuel, and all those kind of things. Be ready for other additional costs that come with a car. And that's just about it, guys. And so guys, I just want to add more information relating to this. I think another thing you need to know when it comes to budgeting is how are you going to pay for your car? Are you going to finance it through the bank, or are you going to save up some cash? And that's important. If you want to finance it with the bank, it's really, really important to have a good deposit. Make sure that you save enough so that you can have a lesser installment. And another thing that I want to add about insurance is that if you are buying a car for the first time, it is very, very, very important to have a scratch and dent policy, or any other policy that can help you for like minor damages on your car. With me, guys, I scratched into somebody's car, and lucky enough I have a scratch and dent policy. And imagine I had to fix my car and I had to fix the other person's car, so I only had to pay the other person, and with me the insurance did everything. I'm just going to show you guys a picture of the scratch. And do you know how much the coat was? The coat was 4,000 rands for such a little thing. And imagine 4,000 on my side and another amount of money for the other person's car, and that other person's car was a BMW. Like, guys, It is just a tiny scratch, but I had to pay, guys, a lot. So what I'm trying to say here is that with your first car, things can happen. You might scratch into things, you might scratch into other people's cars. It's normal. So just have a plan of how you're going to deal with certain issues if they arise, and just always be safe, guys. Take care of your car. A car is it's an expense, so please make sure that you make an informed decision before you buy a car. Do your research, and ask around. And if you're thinking of buying that car right now, go and buy it now. Another important thing you need to know, guys, is that the sooner you get your license, the better. So guys, please get your learners first, please get your license, and then you buy your car. Because if you have a new license, and when it comes to insurance, the insurance company is obviously going to charge you more because you are a new driver. So please make sure that you get your license before anything, guys, as soon as possible. Even if you're not going to buy a car now, just make sure that you have your license ready. And also do your research on these driving schools, because these driving schools are going to scam the hell out of you. So make sure that you ask around, make sure that you get a good driving school, get the best lessons, and practice, and yeah. So yeah, that's what I also wanted to add, guys, that make sure that you have your license, be ready, go and do it now. Stop lazing around. I don't know what you're waiting for. Just go and get that license. Even if you're going to buy your car 2 years later, get your license and be ready. And remember that driving can be very stressful, but don't worry. You'll be fine, and go and buy your first car. That's it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in my upcoming video. Bye, guys.